Hello everyone, I am Susie.
I am Lucy.
Today we will take you to the Kids Castle. There are many good stories and lots of fun toys in the Kids Castle. Let's go together. Hooray! I'm going to read those books for you, and now let's get started. Oh, diving Catrina. With every step, Catrina says diving shoes squeak, 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 squeak. Oh, so cranky and in such a hurry for the day after that, then she's in a flurry. And I'm popping grown, she simply must wear at the gothic ball. She'd be the most fair. From a dusty old trunk, out comes a frog from her Tia Mariam. Oh no, it's tainted with red sangria. And she pulls out a skirt made of the finest cloth, but it looks like an old drape eaten by moths. And a pair of purple high-heeled shoes that are so tight they squeeze her toes. A pair of pants just seem like one thing, but they leave her ankles in the wind. And the blouse she likes is missing a button. Finally, there's a dress in the color of wine that she thinks is just diving. It's covered with lace that's dusty and wrinkled. Once in with dime pearls, it has been sprinkled with strings and beads that no longer twinkle. Inside the chest, there are still more to discover: a nightmarish necklace and earrings, particular. She puts them on, takes a look in the mirror, and exclaims, "Dark, I sure cut a fine figure." The heavy necklace has bent her over and weighs so much it touches to the floor. The heavy necklace has bent over. It weighs so much it touches to the floor. She holds her head high and looks quite flirty, wearing her winkle that has just like royalty, all covered in marigolds and ribbon that's shabby. And ribbon that's shabby, but without a doubt, she's a beauty. On her skeletal hand, rusty wings, she flaunted, and tons of bracelets that had long gone missing. Her moth-eaten sneakers are also haunting. Now Catrina has a fine pedigree, and her eccentric and tricky attire is so clear to see. She enters the ball smiling majestically as a mare's flop through Glimpy Sue and New Lady. Funny Bones. Funny Bones. Posada and his Day of the Dead Calaveras. Funny Bones, Posada and his Day of the Dead Calaveras. Skeletons riding bicycles, skeleton wearing fancy hats, skeletons dancing and strumming on guitars. We call this festive. Bone figures, Calaveras in Spanish, the word calavera, calavera means skull. A lot of things that are associated with skulls and with the murderers, the Day of the Dead are called Calaveras. For example, there are Calavera drawings, candy Calaveras, Calavera poems, and Calavera toys. Means skull in Spanish. Not scary, are not. The skeleton figures are not scary. In fact, look as if they were having fun. Here are the creation of Joe's Posada, and this is his story. In 1852, a small house in the Mexican city of Illiquensis, when Joe's Posada was born. Lupin, as everyone called him, the son of a baker, was the sixth of 8 children.
And the sixth of 8.
And the sixth of 8 children. Wow, how many?
8个孩子里边第6个孩子是
Luke's older brother Puro became a teacher. He taught Luke how to read and write. Luke loved to copy the drawings he saw in prints and in books at school. And Sigro noticed how while Lupe drew and helped him enroll at the local art academy. When Lupe was 18 years old, he began to work at non-trended Posada print shop. Then he discovered his lifelong passion for printing. He learned lithography using a grease pencil, drawing on a special flat limestone. Applying chemicals were most and the stone applying chemicals and moisturizing the stone with water. Cover the stone with an oil-based ink. The ink will adhere only to the drawing, because water and oil don't mix. Use a press to print on a piece of paper. You repeat many times as you wish. Use a press to print the image on a piece of paper. Repeat many times as you wish.
你说数是不是？很下边了。
Metal. Draw on a piece of wood paper or a metal plate. Use a cutting stone Use a cutting tool called a burning to carve around the drawing. This will cause the drying wheel to be raised above the rest of the plate. Cover drying with ink. The ink will adhere only to the parts that are in that is raised. Use a press to print the image on the piece of paper. Repeat that many times as you wish. After work, Lupton, Trinity, and other artisans will gather at the shop. They were unhappy with the job that people in the government were doing. Don Trinity invited Luke to make some drawings for a small newspapers he was involved with. Where it was called Coat, the Bumblebee. Luke drew cartoons for the paper, and this was long before his drawing careless. In one of his drawings, Loopy drew some local politicians climbing a pole and stepping over one another. By making the men look silly, he showed their greed and utter vanity. We said G-Code agreed, but Lupe's point of view and left when they saw his cartoons. This year, some of the policies, Lupe and Don Trinity were against lost elections, but some remained in power and angry at them. To avoid trouble, Lupe and Don Trinity decided to move to city to the nearby Sea of Leon. What does they draw? See here, what does they draw?
Politicians.
What is this?
They were coming one by one, one over the other.
Why?
Their city, they try to reach as high as they can.
Why?
就是想往上当官呗，爬得很高很高，看谁爬得高可以踩着别人上去。看下一页。
Print shop. Luke lived for many years. He was opened his own print shop, and everyone began to call him Don Loopy as a sign of respect. He married Jesus Nella and eventually had a son. They named him Samuel. In addition to his printing work, Don Loopy began to create illustrations for books and pamphlets. He also taught lithography at a local school. He became successful and work known in the region. Well known in the region. But in 1888, a terrible flood destroyed a large part of the city, including Don Loop's shop. Why?
Lion destroyed it， 是不是？然后呢？你看后边发生什么了？那个 White Lion， 你看吗？What happened after that？
After that.
发生什么了？后来我们看一看好不好？
Don Loopy, his wife, and their son moved to Mexico City, the capital of the country. Don Lupe worked as an illustrator and a designer in several shops. Eventually, he was able to open his own shop near the city main square. One of the men Don Lupe worked with Angela Landis. He published intriguing stories on a large sheet of bright paper called broadsides. The tales were about a wide range of topics, including scary creatures, dire miracles, violent crimes, heroes, bandits, cockfights, and bullfighters. Don Lupe illustrated many of these tales. Paper boys sold the expensive broadsides on the street for a few cents, and even people who couldn't read bought them. They were fascinated by Don Lupe's drawings. Why? What did this write?
I don't know. Is that Spanish?
I don't know.
Let's go to the next page. I can't read that. I don't know that meaning. Go ahead for the next page, please.
Are there you? 1888.
Next page.
Why the Prince? Why?
Prince shop. It was destroyed by the lion. 是不是 ？lion 把它给毁掉了。
什么 lion？
就是 it was destroyed by the terrible flood. Flood 就是洪水呀、发大水不一样了，是不是？太吓人了。
Don Lupe and Don Andrew worked together for more than 20 years. They were always busy, especially on November 12 during the Dia de Muertos celebrations. All those days, the city were full of vendors who sold pandimatero, bread, caspechi, madura, flowers, emblems, sugar squash, and paper cutouts. People bought these and other items to decorate the offerings they made for their loved ones who had died. Why the bread is born?
To memorize the one who had died. 纪念他们的亲人。然后看下面了。For the holiday, Don Antonio and other editors published literary Calaveras. They were short reading poems that featured a skeleton and make jokes about him or her. People found the poems very funny and bought them on the sheet from paper boys. Men named Manuel Manila illustrated many of these poems for Don Antonio. Don Lupe also began to illustrate them, and soon he became a master at it. Anyway. 我看不到那边太远了，该你读了。
Do you want to say goodbye to your friends? This is another story. Do you want to say goodbye to your friend?
Okay, we can read that next time. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next time. So that's all for today. If you have nice stories or fun toys, remember to write to Susie and Lucy. We will share it with every kid in the first place. If you like our channel, remember to click on the subscription below. Susie and Lucy are waiting for you.